against a pretty good defense here.
Mismatch, though.
Oh, they're doubling him, Clark.
Yeah, he's looking over the floor.
The clock running down here. He's going to have to hoist it. Way outside. Oh, he put it down! What a shot! At the buzzer! Right down the middle, baby!
All right, T-Bags, we back. Oh, 2K10. Nah, I just made a little playlist of Barry, Tom, in the D League, right? It's 18 videos. So I only had 18 videos out of before I made it to New York. 3 videos of me on New York before I quit for a month. And then a video I just put out is video number 4. That's 22 videos. Now, when I stopped playing 2K, I started playing Red Dead. So I made a playlist of that too. 21 videos. 21 videos of Red Dead. And I only got 22 videos of 2K. And that's it. That's speaking volume. Because I'm finna get back on Red Dead after I get off 2K. We'll get at least 2 of them. Back, stats back at 15.
Now let's take a second to talk about the Sprite Ice Cold keys to the game. And Clark, what's going to be the key for the Hawks?
Well, David Lee is a guy they definitely need to account for. He's an excellent rebounder on both backboards. So you've got to get into him and deny him prime position inside.
As for New York, Clark, what about the Knicks? What's the key for them?
Well, they've got to find a way to get some points on the board, Kevin. They've been off their stride over the last few games, and their scoring is down significantly. They've got to find a way to get their offense on track if they're going to shake out of this slump.
It'll be interesting. And so here is Atlanta, the Knicks making the shot.
Too early.
Curry got caught sagging into the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. You talk about a guy who has emerged in the NBA. What about Joe Johnson?
Silky smooth. One of my favorite players to watch because he looks like it's coming easily to him. He can handle it. He's strong. He can get his shot off in traffic, and he's always ready to deliver when the game's on the line.
Here's Robinson. The Knicks. He'll hold on to it. And so here's New York. To number 7. Robinson, open look, kept alive. Curry, finally they get
Why he didn't do that when I passed him the first time?
I love the dunk, but you got to give it up for that kind of layup.
Here's Bibby. Last game we saw him score 14. Intercepted. Hawks on D. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the they took at the hands of Miami.
And they had chances at the line. They couldn't execute well enough. When you're giving up 5, 6, 7 points that you usually can count on at the line, it's going to make it awfully hard to win when you have those kind of giveaways.
Here's Bibby. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Williams, buries the triple. Now Robinson, 12 points his last outing. Robinson answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Classic case of one good 3 deserves another.
Yeah.
And here is Johnson. The Knicks with the lead. Picked by Lee. Down low. Gets in close. Robinson, that's good.
They're really doing a nice job, a really good job of getting everything they want in this quarter. Just good, solid basketball.
Like
Here's Bibby, averaging 14 points a game. He's against Lee. Fires from 14. And the rebound goes to Nate Robinson. And the story we've seen here from the field, impressive shooting, getting off to a tremendous start.
Boy, Kevin, this is the kind of offensive rhythm that can set you on a nice course. I mean, they definitely want to keep that momentum going.
Here's Robinson. It's in for three.
They've been unstoppable. What a strong start.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
You know, Kevin, I think it sort of came down to the fact they did not have to deal with a lot of pressure from the defense they were facing. Had they been up against a good defense?
Here's Bibby. Johnson up top. To end the run. Shot, no good. So the Knicks will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
I didn't think we saw a real strong outing defensively from them, Kevin. And very few teams can get away with winning. Maybe a handful of games, if that, relying solely on their offense.
And it's the Hawks with the ball after New York gets the three. Horford backs in. And Lee pulls it down.
The defense couldn't close out on the mid-range J, and the shooter made them pay.
Here's Magician. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Here comes Bibby. From short range, Johnson can't hit. 15 seconds left in the first. To Robinson. Let's go with the three. Ilgauskas corrals the miss inside. Smith gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Larry Hughes. No good, and they don't get the three-point play. The Knicks have taken the early lead.
Well, their defense has been superb, Kevin. They're talking, working together, and really making it a challenge to score.
No, you missed. Calm down.
Welcome back. We're glad you're with us. The second quarter should begin in just a moment. Now Robinson, 8 points for him. And looking at next Wednesday, it'll be Kevin Garnett and the Boston Celtics taking on the Memphis Grizzlies who come to town. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
And it's the Hawks with the ball following the Knicks miss. Smith. And here is Johnson. Here's Bibby. A missed three.
With nobody around, he can't get it to fall. Won't see that very often, folks.
Here's Robinson. Buries the short-range jumper. 10 points for him.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him.
Atlanta calls timeout. Let's now take a moment to view the league's leading rebounders. You look at Lee, a terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
He's an absolutely relentless rebounder. This guy has strength, timing, and tenacity, and he pursues every loose ball as if it's his own. That's what makes him so special in tracking down rebounds. He goes after him with vigor. Boy, I love to watch him glass eat.
Lee shoots from the post. The rebound by Ilgauskas.
Watch out.
Here's Bibby. Yes, from downtown. Nice bucket by the 12th-year veteran out of Arizona. Now Robinson. He's got 10. Here's Hughes. No good. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
to Johnson. It's rebounded by Larry Hughes. And here are the Knicks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Puts up the tray. Hughes, good.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Right wing. Out of bounds. Touch last by the Knicks. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Hawks. They're in control of the #1 seed, looking to finish out the season strong. And of course, there's the Knicks, more than a few spots below.
Boy, still looking for their first win against this team. They've got to be extra motivated to try to get off the snide against these guys.
Pachulia nailed it with just a little time left on the shot clock. And looking forward to next Sunday, the Jazz will be playing away from Utah. They'll play the Thunder at the Oklahoma City Arena. That game gets going at 6 o'clock Eastern.
You always want to get out of there with the win in that one. Well, he gives up some height, but he didn't give up the rock. Nice ball.
To Bibby. Leads him with the pass. Here's Johnson. Lays it in. Sweet dime to lead him to the rack. He has 5.
You know, I really like that sense of urgency they're showing in this second quarter. That's impressive. That's what you want to see. They were a little lethargic coming into the game.
And so here is Atlanta. New York coming up empty. Williams. To Pachulia. And the rebound goes to Villanueva.
One of the ways where they've shown a definite edge, Kevin, is come on the glass today.
Curry is inside. Is up against Pachulia. The baseline J is off by Curry.
If the shot's not within your range, don't take it. That's very simple.
Somebody stop them.
And here is Johnson, guarded by Robinson. Perimeter. Pachulia inside. Here's Evans. The 3 won't fall. The Knicks with the lead. Villanueva. Can't put an end to the scoring drought. The Hawks trailing. Lead pass inside. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To Williams, his first shot of the game. The Hawks with the bucket. And here we go with Nate Robinson. 10 points for him. Robinson. Villanueva with it. Here's Magician. It's in. 7 points in the game. Here's Bibby.
The Knicks have been on a scoring tear, Kevin.
Yeah, they've really been hot. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 24-19. Let's now go to studio for the T-Mobile halftime report. Let's have a look at the team stats from the first half. The Knicks have been putting forth a good all-around effort.
Well, they hold a solid lead right now, Kevin.
10 points.
The start of the second half about to get underway. It's been a great game so far. A lot of action up and down the floor. This second half promises to be the same. And here we go with Nate Robinson, averaging 18 points a game. On the low block, here's Chandler. Knocks down the trifecta. Nice shot by the third-year man out of DePaul. Here comes Bibby. He's got 5. seconds to shoot. Johnson dumps it off. Here's Bibby. Hits the tray. 8 points for him.
This is called you must extend your defense, especially on the three-point marksman.
Lee in the posts, working on Smith. From close range, count it, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be on Josh Smith. Good for the three-point play. You and I both like David Lee quite a bit.
Played at Florida, watched him develop there in his 4-year career. A late first-round draft choice who has found his niche in the NBA. He rebounds, runs the floor, and has developed a couple of nice little moves with his back to the basket. He's a crowd favorite in New York because he can do the hustle thing.
Now Robinson, following the miss by Al Horford. Hands it off to number 7.
Number 7 got a name last year.
Foul call. They'll take a trip to the line. It's going to be on Josh Smith. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best.
This is a team that gets great enjoyment out of making the pass that leads to the score. As a matter of fact, they like giving the ball up more than they like scoring it themselves. They really rely on each other and trust in each other at the offensive end.
Gets them both.
Ball don't lock.
And so here is Atlanta, trailing by 10. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit rolling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Look at Baby.
Atlanta
It's
calls
about what
timeout.
time is it?
Now let's check out some scores from yesterday's action. It's a road victory for the Portland Trailblazers. The Nuggets unable to defend at home. For the Thunder, a loss on the road. Sacramento with the victory. It was the Celtics taking the win in Boston, so the Wizards dropped that game. And back to the game we go.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his track, and it freed up the easy basket.
Oh, I picked him on
Ford.
dribble win. So stupid.
The shot misses, so the Hawks will take it the other way.
Well, Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
Stolen by Ford. To the inside. Lagged perfectly with the pass, and it's dunked home by Chandler. And it's the Hawks with the ball. It's a 10-point game. It's off his leg,
God damn.
and it's whistled a kick.
I knew the pass was coming.
Be sure to tune in again this Saturday. We'll be at the FedEx Forum to watch the Memphis Grizzlies as the Denver Nuggets roll into town. It all gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one.
You're right. And so here is Atlanta. Smith backs him down. Here's Horford. You know what? So the Knicks will take it the other way. The dump off to Ford.
Trying to get the lead.
Now Lee inside.
Oh, easy lay-in there. The D did not allow that to happen.
And it's the Hawks with the ball. Down by 12. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. We'll see a new set here for the Knicks.
Man, my boy T got a hit.
Smith with it, averaging 16 points a game. And here is Ford. Under 4 minutes left to the fourth. They got to push it. To Ford. Magician gently drops it in.
Witness me.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
Here's Bowen. Off from three-point land. New York with the ball. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Chandler's shot, good.
Fourth quarter with a double-digit lead. It doesn't get much better than that.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. We go down to Cheryl
Hey, I
Miller
can
as a
take Bruce
report from
Brown's
a
spot.
conversation with Coach Mike Woodson.
Thanks, Kev. Watch them post up more. Who thinks they can take advantage down there? Back to you, Kev.
Thanks, Cheryl. Now Horford, averaging 9 points per contest. Horford was parked down low and got hit with the 3-second call.
Kevin, that's the kind of mistake that you just can't make. It's no wonder they're losing.
The Knicks bring it up. They're on a 16-5 run. Frames it for 3. Sweet touch by the rookie out of Georgia.
They keep finding ways to score, and that margin just keeps growing.
Here's Smith inside, finishes with the soft touch.
Great pass into the lane. They'll take that one every time.
Smooth sailing for New York. 16-point lead. Curry is inside, working on Horford. Shoots from 12. That's good.
Well, there isn't much that the defense can do to stop them in this half, Kevin. I mean, they're scoring with relative ease. Everything is flowing nicely. The ball movement, the player movement, the passes are right in the shooting pocket. I mean, that's excellent offense.
A steal by Chandler.
They're just not doing as good a job of managing turnovers here, Kevin, after keeping them down earlier.
Now Robinson. It's an 18-point game. Takes the shot over Smith. Al Horford with the rebound. Here comes Bibby. He's got 8. Like you were saying, turnovers becoming more prevalent.
Yeah, Kevin, they have really done a nice job holding on to the ball earlier in this game, and they're losing their focus a little bit here now. They've got to get back to concentrating and making the simple play. Keep it simple.
Now Robinson after Joe Johnson's score. 1:21 left in the game. Chandler. Got a piece of it. It stays here. Some adjustments here for the Knicks.
Give it a rock. Oh my God.
New York has just caught on fire and is really locked on from beyond the arc.
Everyone seems to be getting involved in the long-range shooting today, Kevin. I've seen teams shoot this well for a short stretch, but they've been on the mark the whole game.
It's rare to see. The Knicks walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Hawks 62-44.
This
Magician
the number 1
is
team.
the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Yeah, Kevin, he was
Bust
really
their ass.
stroking it. He shot the lights out, and there was just no one out on the floor who could stop him.
Who, me? Better be me. Oh yeah, 14, 5, and 3. One steal. Uh-oh, yep, it's me.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.
Hey, y'all gotta think about it and realize I'm a rookie. Just came from the D-League, 60 overall. Starting, bro. I started game 2 of my NBA career. Or game 3 or something, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure it was game 2. Game 2. I haven't looked back, bro. I'm really him. I'm really like that. Yeah, 14, 10, 10. See, this is what happened when we all scoring. We firing on all cylinders, you know what I'm saying? 2 for 2 from 3, 2 for 2 from 3. You know, look at us. 2 for 4, 2 for 3. Like, going crazy. 1 for 1, 1 for 2. Everybody getting some. Everybody tried that can. You feel me? 5 for 8. 1 steal, 1 block. 2 for 2 from free throws. Like, come on, beautiful game against my team, the team I trained in the D-League. The Bayhawks. That's y'all team, but no. I get sent to the Boppers, and we bopped y'all, the rivalry game. What you talking about? Hey, Trae Young, who? Nah, it's me, nigga. Ain't no, he gone anyway. We ain't need him. Yeah, see what we doing? Busting ass. With who? Big CJ McCollum. Shooting guard. Yeah, that's me. Who we talking about? Let's win it again. Then we're gonna upgrade. So we'll be at 2,000. Make at least a layup. I can do that. I ain't getting no dunk. My matchup need to get a turnover, so I need to get a steal. But that mean the own ball steal. 15.1. I was at 15.2 because I did just drop 14 last game. Oof, Spurs.
Let's check out the Sprite Ice Cold keys to the game. As we take a look at the Knicks, Clark, what should they keep in mind?
Well, they've got to find a way to get some points on the board, Kevin. Over the last few weeks, they've been in a real slump.
Sure,
and their scoring is down significantly. They've got to find a way to get their offense on track if they're going to shake out of this slump.
And looking at San Antonio, tell me, what's going to be the key taking on this Knicks team?
Well, the one thing that's important, Kevin, when you're playing this team is to match their efficiency. They've been playing solid basketball over the last 4 games, and their ability to minimize turnovers has been excellent, absolutely phenomenal. They don't make many mistakes, so if you're going to win, you can't make too many either.
It'll be interesting.
He saw the defense wasn't set and caught him off guard with the quick launch.
The handoff to number 7. Buries it from 14 feet.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
Here's Parker. His last outing, he had 18 points. Ginobili backs him down. Parker.
He ain't got no strap.
Cans the corner shot. Now Robinson. To Lee. McDyess on him. Here's Magician. Gets it to go.
Hey,
Boy, they're really firing it up and lighting it up to start this game. That's an excellent job by them.
McDyess gets in close. That's good.
That's where you're going to get the high percentage look. Easy two there.
On defense, San Antonio. This is their second outing of the season against the Knicks.
They did a lot of things right. An awful lot was done right, especially at the offensive end. I thought they did a nice job exploiting every possession. They were smart with the ball. And it really looked very
Hey,
fluid.
dunk that
Nothing was
bitch. Make the
forced.
ball bounce on that
No flash, no frills.
nigga.
I call that a pound cake dunk. Simple and plain and a good finish.
And here is Jefferson.
Ball about to be up the court.
Over Chandler. And Jefferson gets it to go.
These guys are doing an excellent job on offense here at the start of this game.
Get a ring with this.
Good shots leading to 4 or 5 shooting.
Lee's got it. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Magician backs in
Down low.
on the paint.
Mismatch.
Finishes with the soft touch.
He isn't known for his soft touch at the rim, but he did a really nice job of laying it in with defenders lurking.
On defense, New York. Here's Jefferson. Does not get the go-ahead, but the Knicks with the lead. Magician. It's a little
Get the fuck
short,
off
but
me.
gets the friendly roll.
Witness me.
6 points for him. San Antonio trailing here. McDyess down
Don't pass my
low,
way.
working on Lee. To the stripe. Here's Parker. The shot is off, and New York takes it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
From distance, they shot it extremely well. They shot good in other areas, but really the advantage was from downtown behind the arc.
And San Antonio calls the
Shut the
first
fuck up.
timeout of the game.
Talk about what's happening
Tough
right
loss
here.
coming against Cleveland in their last game
Bust
played.
their ass.
I didn't think we
Busting
saw a
their
real
ass.
strong
Talk about
outing
what's
defensively
happening
from them,
right now.
Kevin. And very few
Sounds
teams
like
can
it's
get
like-
away with winning, maybe a handful of games, if that.
Whoa! 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 What the fuck? God, they set me up. Hey, no. Never have I ever. No, wait. I got 4 minutes. No, I played 1 quarter. I played the first quarter, bro, and then I got too hot. They had to put me. Oh my god, they had to put me down. Cause we was finna bust their ass. I was finna expose the Spurs. They had to put me down to preserve the script. They realized the hands got a little too hot on the sticks. I was about to get the cooking shit. Ooh. Hey.
Ginobili with the ball.
Never
8-point
have
game.
I
Duncan down low. Curry meets him. Shoots from the post. Duncan with the bucket.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
And here's 4. 2:37 after the fourth. Here's Curry.
The well-set screen freed him up for the nasty throwdown.
Man,
Nice
nobody sent me no
execution.
screen. I cooked his ass. Nigga got caught
Into Tim
reaching.
Duncan. Parker leads the game in assists.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Lob. Curry is inside. Duncan on him. Hughes good.
Why anyone would want to leave this guy alone deep is beyond me.
Bro!
Earlier, our very own Cheryl Miller had a chance to speak with Mike D'Antoni. Cheryl?
Hey guys, he told his team to stretch out defensively and really put
can't make
pressure on
this
the ball.
up.
He says we've got to get in their face, take them out of their comfort zone. He wants to see
Cannot make
Villanueva with it to Ford. Launches it. The shot misses. So the Knicks will take it the other way. They trailed by as many as 10 points. Less than 1 minute left. Finley. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds. We'll see a new set here for the Spurs.
They don't want me on the court. They don't want me on the court. You
11
can't make
points in
this
the
shit
game.
up. The game over with, bro. What am I?
And the Knicks with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Here's Magician from close range. Puts it
What am I
in for
supposed to
2.
do, bro?
Speed
They
is only
scared.
part of the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
The Spurs win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Knicks 86-80. Manu Ginobili is the Jordan Brand player of the game.
Fuck Ginobili, man. Fuck this.
Time
28
for us
points?
to say goodbye. For
Bro.
Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this
man.
presentation.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Chat, you can't make 28, 22, 13. Man, it's some fuck shit, man. I got 8 points, 4 for 4. 1 rebound, 4 assists, bro. I'm about to bust some ass, man. 6 minutes game? Bro, I played more than 6 minutes my first game, bro. Like, what is this? What is this? And we still only lost by 6 points. They knew what was gonna happen if I was on the court longer than 6 minutes, bro. Let I got my usual 14 minutes. Bro. Niggas cooked. No recipe, nigga. Fry they ass up. Serve them up. You're done. You got cooked. But no, they put your boy on the bench. They put me on the bench from the end of first quarter until the half of fourth quarter. I sat out 2 entire quarters. 2 whole quarters, bro. I sat out the whole game. The whole game I was on the bench, bro. So you know what? I'm gonna end the video here. Not done. Just gonna end it here. Cause I got a title for this. you made it this far, much love, much appreciation, much respect to all my tea bags that stayed for this bagging of teas. You know what I'm saying? Because Barry be bagging tea, stupid ass. But that's the point. Get it? So just keep it crispy, and hopefully I'm still hot next game.